Are you thinking about claiming Social Security at 62? It sounds like the smart move, right? But here's what most seniors don't know. Claiming too early could cost you over $100,000 in lost lifetime benefits. Yes, one simple decision, and you lose income every month for the rest of your life. Most people don't realize until it's too late. So ask yourself right now, are you about to make a 100K mistake without even knowing it? Here's the simple truth. The age you claim Social Security has a huge impact on how much you'll receive every single month for the rest of your life. At 62, yes, you can start receiving checks, but you'll take a permanent cut, about 30% less compared to waiting until your full retirement age, which is 66 or 67 depending on your birth year. Let's break that down. If your full benefit is $2,000 per month at 67, claiming at 62 means you'll get only about $1,400. That's $600 less per month. Multiply that by 12 months. That's $7,200 lost each year. Over 20 years, you're missing out on more than $140,000, and that's assuming you live to 82, which is the average life expectancy today. If you live longer, the loss is even greater. Most people claim early because they think they need it or fear they won't live long, but statistics say otherwise. Today, if you're 62, odds are you'll live into your 80s, maybe even longer. So claiming early might actually hurt you later when you need that money most. And here's something most people don't realize. Once you claim, it's locked in. You can't undo it easily. That's why knowing the numbers before you file is so important. One early decision could reduce your income every month for the next 20 or 30 years. The cost is real, and for many, it's irreversible. Let's talk about some of the most common mistakes and missed opportunities when claiming Social Security at 62 and how to avoid losing tens of thousands of dollars. First, here's an important tip. Don't claim unless you truly need it. If you're still working or you have other income sources like a pension, retirement savings, or spousal support, waiting can make a big difference. Why? Because for every year you delay past age 62, your Social Security check increases by about 8%. That's not a guess, it's built into the formula. So, if you wait until full retirement age, say 67, you'll receive your full benefit. And if you wait all the way until age 70, you'll get up to 124% of your original amount. Think of it like giving yourself a guaranteed raise every year. No risk, no stock market, no stress, just more income for life. That's why, if you don't need the money right away, holding off can be one of the smartest moves you make. Now, let's look at one of the biggest traps that catches seniors by surprise, the earnings test. In 2025, the income limit is $22,320 per year if you claim before reaching your full retirement age. That means if you claim early and you're still working, and you earn more than that amount. The Social Security Administration will reduce your benefits. Here's how it works. For every $2 you earn over the limit, $1 is taken away from your benefits. For example, if you make $30,000 while receiving early SSA, you're $7,680 over the limit. SSA will deduct $3,140 from your annual benefits, and that's not temporary, it's immediate. The check they send you will be smaller or, in some cases, stopped entirely until the balance is repaid. Sadly, many people only learn about this rule after they've already claimed. They call SSA wondering why their check is lower than expected, only to find out their work income triggered the penalty. It feels like a punishment for working hard, and for many, it causes frustration, confusion, and financial stress. But the rule is clear. Claim early and work too much. You'll pay the price. That's why it's so important to understand your income situation before you file. Ask yourself, am I still working full-time? Do I expect my earnings to go over $22,320 this year? If yes, it may be better to wait. Remember, the earnings test only applies before full retirement age. Once you hit 66 or 67, depending on your birth year, the earnings test disappears. You can work and earn as much as you want. Your SSA checks won't be reduced. So, the simple fix is timing. Claim too early while still working, you lose money, wait until full retirement age, or later, you avoid the penalty and increase your benefit. It's all about being strategic, not scared. And it starts with understanding how the system really works. Don't rush into claiming just because you're eligible. Run the numbers. Think long term. Because the decisions you make at 62 will follow you for decades. Let's keep going, because there's even more you need to know. Another smart move that most seniors overlook is using the SSA Estimator tool. It's free, it's official, and it's available right now at SSA.gov/Charles My Account. All you have to do is sign up, log in, and you'll see exactly how much Social Security you're projected to receive at age 62, 67, 70, or any age in between. It only takes 5 minutes, and yet most people never check. They just assume what their benefit will be, or go off outdated numbers, or listen to something they heard at church or in line at the pharmacy. But the truth is, everyone's Social Security benefit is different. It depends on how much you've worked, what you've earned, and when you choose to file. And here's the best part. This tool shows you real numbers, personalized to you, not guesses, not averages, real monthly amounts based on your record. Knowing those numbers helps you make a real plan. You can compare. If I file now, what do I get? If I wait a year, how much more will I receive? And over 20 or 30 years, what's the total difference? The answers might surprise you and save you from making a decision you can't undo. Because once you file, it's locked in. That's why we always say, don't rely on guesswork. Use the SSA Estimator. It puts the power in your hands and helps you avoid regret later. Now, let's talk about a belief that quietly costs seniors thousands. The idea that, I won't live that long anyway. You'd be shocked how many people say this. They think claiming early makes sense because they're afraid they won't live to enjoy the full benefit. Maybe they have health concerns. Maybe they just feel tired. Or maybe they watched someone in their family pass away too soon. But here's the truth. Today's seniors are living longer than ever. According to the latest data, a healthy 62-year-old man can expect to live into his mid-80s. A woman may live even longer. And the longer you live, the more income you'll need, especially as other resources like savings, pensions, or part-time work fade away. That's why claiming early based on fear of dying young can backfire. Because if you live to 85, 90, or beyond, and many do, you'll be living with a reduced monthly benefit every single year. That's less money for groceries, for medicine, for home repairs, for family support. And once you've locked in a lower benefit, there's no easy way to undo it. It stays that way forever. It's a decision that affects the rest of your retirement. And sadly, many people who claimed early out of fear later regret it deeply. They say, I wish someone had told me. Well, now you know. The risk today isn't dying early. It's living long and running out of money too soon. So instead of asking, what if I don't live long? Ask, what if I do? Plan for a long life, hope for health, and make decisions that support you 10, 20, even 30 years from now, because that's the kind of future you deserve. And it starts with understanding the truth about Social Security. Here's one more tip that most people never hear, yet it could save you thousands. Before you file for Social Security, download the free When to Claim Without Regret checklist. It's a simple one-page guide that walks you through the key questions to ask. Are you still working? Do you have other income? What's your health outlook? It also explains the latest 2025 rules in plain English, like the new earnings limit, how spousal benefits really work, and when claiming early makes sense. Most seniors feel overwhelmed by the system. This guide helps cut through the confusion. It takes just a few minutes to read, but it could prevent you or someone you love from losing out on tens of thousands over time. You'll find the link to download it right below this video. No sign up. No catch. Just a resource to help you make smarter decisions. If you're even thinking about claiming this year, don't do it without reading that checklist first. It might be the smartest thing you do today. Let's take a moment to recap what you've just learned, because this isn't just about Social Security. It's about protecting the future you've worked for your entire life. First, claiming at 62 might feel tempting, but doing so permanently reduces your monthly check by as much as 30%. That one decision could cost you over $100,000 in the long run. Second, if you're still working, the earnings test could slash your benefits even further. Most seniors don't realize this until their checks are already shrinking. Third, tools like the SSA Estimator can show you your exact benefit amounts at any age. Don't guess. Know the numbers. And lastly, don't assume you won't live long. Many people today are living well into their 80s and 90s. The risk isn't dying early. It's living longer with less money. So here's what you can do now. Share this video with someone you care about, a spouse, a sibling, a neighbor. One click could save them thousands and maybe even change the course of their retirement. And if this video helped you, leave a comment and tell us how. Your story might help someone else make the right decision. You earned your benefits. Let's make sure you keep every dollar you deserve. Before you go, let me ask you this. Do you feel more confident now about when to claim Social Security? If yes, that means you're already ahead of most seniors. But don't stop here, because there's one mistake even more costly than claiming too early. In our next video, we reveal the #1 SSA error in 2025 that's silently draining over $2,000 a month from seniors across the country. It's a mistake hidden in plain sight, and most people don't catch it until it's too late. You'll see the link to that video right here on the screen. Tap it now, or save it for later tonight. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. This channel is here for one reason: to help you protect your retirement with clear, simple advice that actually helps. No fear tactics, no financial jargon, just what you need to know, when you need to know it. You spent decades working for these benefits. Now it's time to claim them the right way and keep more of what's yours. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, every dollar you save now is a dollar your future self will thank you for. Don't leave money on the table. Keep watching. Keep learning. You've got this.